So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to scaffold the writing process with graphic organizers. And it's based on the article that you needed to have read, which is Sundeen's Big Idea. Okay, so if you recall from the last video I did, we talked about what steps the students need the most support with in the writing process. Well, believe it or not, it's actually in the preparing to write stage. This is the one that's often overlooked by teachers. And the reason why this is important is because while most kids can brainstorm, it's harder for them to really organize their ideas in a coherent way. And if they can't do that, then the rest of the essay will fall apart, or their piece of writing will fall apart because it's just kind of a vomitous mess of ideas on paper. So just a reminder, we do focus a lot as teachers on spelling and grammar, so we focus a lot on the micro level, but we really need to remind ourselves that most students need as much help with the big picture as they do with the small picture. And again, to write their ideas and organize them in a coherent way. So just a reminder that Sundeen's Big Idea, the article focuses on using a graphic organizer to help students. His argument is that writing is a complex process that requires a lot of scaffolding on the part of teachers. So in much the same way that we scaffold their understanding while they read, we're going to scaffold their ability to write, their writing process as they write. And we do that through spelling and grammar, but also through how to structure their ideas. Okay, so Sundeen's article consists of finding big ideas. Big ideas. So graphic organizers are designed to help students visualize the process, so the writing process, and their progress while they write. And the emphasis here is really on the organizing, so the organizational aspects of a 5-paragraph essay. This is your classic introduction, 3-paragraph body, conclusion, which may seem really like second nature to you, being adults and having done this several times, but it's something we need to help most students really explicitly learn how to do. So here's what Sundeen recommends that we do, and I think it's fabulous. He says, don't try and do this in one lesson, okay? Plan a series of lessons. So this is going to be a long process. It can take a year or a semester or a term or whatever. Take your time and really teach this in a sort of concrete and structured way, in a series of lessons. It's also really important to model each step of the process. So as the teacher, you're going to show the students exactly what to do as they think about brainstorming, and then how to take those ideas and organize them into a plan, and then how to use that plan to write a draft, and then how to use that draft to be edited, etc., etc. And while you're modeling, you need to verbalize your process. So explain to the students, as I'm looking at this, I think about this, or I see this, or I notice that. You're going to project the graphic organizers for your class, choose familiar topics, allow the class to choose the topic, and then use the graphic organizer together as a class. So this is how you're going to model it. So this is really a nice series of I do and we do in the building. So I do and we do before we throw them into the you do. And again, we're talking about a process called think aloud. So letting the students see what's going on inside your brain. And think aloud is a really clear part of the I do part of the I do, we do, you do. So the teacher's going to model doing the I do and explaining what's going on inside the teacher's brain. Then we're going to do it together. So we're going to brainstorm ideas and try out activities together. And then they're going to get to do it on their own. So in the next activity, I'm going to do a model for you. And as a model, I'm going to write a 5-paragraph essay on why cats make great pets. Why not, right? I could choose any topic I want, but this is the one I've chosen for today. So we're going to start by brainstorming ideas, and then we'll organize these ideas into categories. Are you ready? Okay. So why are cats great? Cats are great because, I don't know, let's brainstorm ideas. You don't have to walk a cat. Cat's fur is cuddlier than other animals. It's nice and soft to cuddle with. Cats are like little space heaters on your bed or on your lap. Great thing in the winter. This is my favorite reason for liking cats. Cats are hilarious. They have a hilarious attitude. And cat videos can make you a TikTok or YouTube star. Cats don't need to be litter trained. Cats groom themselves. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, so we come up with a bunch of ideas. I would model this by thinking aloud. If this was in a we do stage, you could ask the students to get together in teams and share their best ideas with you. Okay, so we're going to, there are no wrong answers during the brainstorming. There are inappropriate answers, but no wrong answers. And the goal here is to help students take all this messy sort of brainstorming ideas and discover patterns. So some of the things you're going to say are things like, it looks like we can put this idea with these others, or I feel like these ideas are similar. And you're going to use color coding. Color coding is really useful for kids with learning disabilities, but also for all kids. It'll help them sort of visualize the link between ideas and then help to put them in the right place in the essay. So here are our steps. We're going to write the topic, why cats make great pets. You're going to start them off and model, and then the class can contribute some ideas. After that, you're going to guide the students into finding 3 main categories, naming the 3 main categories, and then we're going to work on to a color-coded planner. I'm going to stop the PowerPoint now, and I'm going to do a live demonstration for you. Okay, so now that we have our brainstorming ideas, I've put it on the board so that I can demonstrate for you how you might do this with a class full of kids. So you've asked the kids a bunch of ideas to say, okay, why do cats make such great pets? And you've animated a discussion, you've put in some of your own ideas, and they're appearing on the whiteboard. So the next step is to take your color coding markers, yay, and to teach the kids how to take these ideas and group them together under a common kind of heading. And this is a really important skill, not just for writing in order to create a coherent text that sort of follows a pattern, but also as they move on later in life. There's going to be so many situations where they have lots and lots of information that they have to organize in a coherent fashion so that it leads one point to the other. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm in front of the class and we've got our ideas here about why cats make great pets. So I start my Think Aloud protocol and I say to the kids while I'm modeling, I say, wow, I've got some really great ideas here. Our next step is to put them into categories. So I'm going to look at our list and say, I feel like a few of these could go together. What do you think? Like, for example, if I look at let's see, the litter box. The litter box kind of fits together with things like grooming, right? Because to me, this means that cats are low maintenance compared to some other pets. They don't need to be trained on where to go. They don't need to be groomed. They take care of that themselves. And also they don't need to be taken out and walked every day. So I think our first category that I can see here is that cats are low maintenance. Okay, so I'm going to write this on my board. Let's do this here. Our first category, they are low maintenance. Nice. Okay, category number 2. Let's see. Are there any of the other things that go together? Well, to me, I feel like TikTok and attitude, right? Cats with attitude are hilarious, which is kind of what makes them such great stars on TikTok, is the fact they get themselves into scrapes. So I'm going to put TikTok and attitude in there. And what kind of category can we call this, guys? To me, it seems that we could probably call this entertainment. I'm going to be a lot of back and forth with the kids. At this point, we would come up with a name together. Entertain. They're entertaining. Okay, cats are low maintenance. They're entertaining. Okay, what's left? Let's see. Well, cats are cuddly and they provide warm heat. So this is about how they entertain you. This is the fact they're low maintenance. Can we say, what do you think? Can we say this is what they give you? That they're a nice source of affection and love? Companionship, that kind of thing? Because like you know, they're sitting on you. There's no really right or wrong answers here, but this is how I've decided to group them today. So they give you lots of love and companionship. Okay, so I've got now 3 categories. I've got cats are low maintenance, they're entertaining, and they are great companions. All right, let's move on to the next step. Organizing these ideas into the graphic organizer in preparation for writing your essay. So now that we have our 3 reasons why cats are great pets, we did our brainstorming, we categorized them, color-coded them. We're going to put them into the rough draft planner, and this is the genius of the thing. So if you recall, let's see, we're going to say cats are great pets because they are low maintenance. Yep, great. They are, our second reason was that they are entertaining, right? And that was in green if we recall, so we're just going to color code like that. Perfect. And our last reason is because they are a great source of love and companionship. Okay, and there were some sub-ideas here too, right? So the reasons they were great love and companionship is because they're, you know, they're cuddly. That doesn't work, does it? They're cuddly. They are warm. Right? So when you're sitting and watching your Netflix at night, they're great. So low maintenance. Why are they low maintenance? Well, they're low maintenance because they, don't have to train them. They go to the litter box. You don't have to walk them, and they groom themselves. Okay, so those were our 3 reasons there. Okay. And they're entertaining. We wrote that they make great TikTok stars and they have attitude. Who doesn't like a good cat video, right? Because of their attitude. Okay. So we do this with the kids and we take all their ideas and put them in this lovely chart. And now here's the genius part. Look at this. There's an introduction. We're going to get to that with the kind of functional language that starts there. But the first paragraph is about what? Why are cats great? Cats are great because they are low maintenance. So we just simply transfer it down here. They are low maintenance. Yes. Okay, why are cats great? Well, they're great because they provide love and companionship. And they're great because there are lots of entertainment. All right. Okay. So you're starting to see how this works? Okay. So again, we would copy this. Can we copy? No? Okay. So, why are cats great? Topic sentence would be, why do cats make great pets? Well, there are lots of reasons. Something like this. This is called a rhetorical question, right? So you can give the kids this kind of thing. So there's lots of reasons. The first reason cats make great pets is because they are very low maintenance. Okay, and you tell the kids that you're going to leave room a little later to talk about that. Okay. And the second reason they're great they are great pets is because they are so entertaining. Finally, cats make great pets because they give you love and companionship. Okay. And I'm going to color code these in there just for fun. That stays right. Okay. So as you fill this in with the kids, they're going to start to see, look, so they're low maintenance. So the topic sentence is, one great reason to have a cat as a pet is, and that's your topic sentence. Okay, one great reason to have a pet is they're low maintenance. They're low maintenance because, and that's where your details come in. You don't need to train them to use the litter box. Fantastic. Another reason is because you don't have to walk a cat. And finally, cats take care of grooming themselves. No clipping. Okay, so you get the idea, and you do that with the kids for each one. If I move that over here, the topic sentences. All right, and have a look at what's happening here. If you read through this, you can sort of see, why do cats make great pets? Well, there are a lot of reasons. The first reason cats make great pets is because they are very low maintenance. Second reason they're great pets is because they're so entertaining. Finally, cats make great pets because they give you love and companionship. First paragraph, one great reason to have a cat as a pet is that they are low maintenance. You don't need to train them to use a litter box, you don't have to walk a cat, and cats take care of grooming themselves. No clipping. And so you would keep going on and give them a topic sentence so that you could help them out here. For example, another great reason to have a cat is the entertainment value, right? And you tell them that you'd leave probably your stronger one to the end. So you'd say, probably the best reason to have a cat is for love and companionship. Okay. So as you can see, we would go through and add in these points, right? The entertainment value and love and companionship. It's blue. Okay. And then the conclusion is just a mirror of the introduction. So again, you'd give them a sentence to finish it off. By now, you should be convinced that if you are looking for a great pet, speak of the devil, for a great pet, you should think of getting a cat. A cat is a great... Okay. And then you'd say why again. So why is a cat a great pet? Restate for the reader. We have entertainment. We have low maintenance, entertainment, love and companionship. So by now you should be convinced if you're looking for a great pet, you should think of getting a cat. They are seriously low maintenance, they're great entertainment, and they provide you love and companionship. So the next time you're out at the SPCA and thinking about a hamster or a dog, turn around and go straight to the cat. I don't know. And that's it. So if you fill in this planner with the kids, you can see not only have we organized their ideas from that big mess of brainstorming, but we've given them a structure here and a plan so that their essay is already pretty much written. They may want to flesh out with a few different examples, but once they've filled all this in, their essay's done, more or less. So that's really helpful for kids who have a hard time trying to figure out how to get started or what to write. Yeah, so this is why this is such a genius graphic organizer. Okay, so now that we've seen how to take that idea of brainstorming with the kids, organizing, using color coding, putting it into the graphic organizer, and then using the plan there to help students take all that big mess of ideas and put it into some kind of coherent structure, guess what? They need to practice. So as Sundeen talks about, we begin with a rough draft. We model and model and model and do lots and lots of practice with them. So you start off doing a lot of heavy scaffolding and modeling and reusing the rough draft planner. Really use color coding for the three big ideas and make sure that those go into the intro, body, and conclusion. As you do this more and more often, so the more often you write little texts that are well structured, the easier it will be and the more you can take away some of these features. And as we noted, when the rough draft planner is filled in, you have a nearly complete essay. So, woohoo! I just wanted to let you know that graphic organizers like the one that Sundeen proposed are really helpful because not only do they help students structure their ideas in a sort of coherent way, but they can also provide functional language and high-level language if you're working with enriched students. So they ensure that there's the structures there. You could do them with all different kinds of texts. We looked at one for an essay, but check out this one for an autobio poem. So the very first time you teach students how to write a structure, it's a great idea to have a graphic organizer. So this one, if the kids fill them in, your first name, 4 words that describe you, sibling of or son or daughter of, 3 people or things you like, 3 feelings you have, 3 things you give, 3 fears you have, 3 things you'd like to see, town or description of where, and your last name. You filled in the poem, right? It's all there. Perfect. Here's another one that gets kids thinking about the writing project planning map, and I absolutely love this one because it talks about getting them to think about purpose, about who reads it so that they know what kind of words to use, vocabulary, what kind of diction, what kind of, are they writing for a sophisticated audience or for a younger audience, and it gets them to start their brainstorming here. So it's a built-in color coding. So all that to say, graphic organizers for the writing process are a fan-freaking-tastic way of scaffolding students as they learn to write and structure their ideas more clearly. That's it.